Well, hello, and thank you for plugging in to today's episode of Plugged Into Purpose. These are positive affirmations that you should repeat daily as your mind is being renewed. There is power in your words. So let's get accustomed to declaring these things out of our mouth and over our life. I call this one renewed thoughts. So declare this with me. Ready? Because God is renewing my mind daily, I have renewed thoughts. I'm learning more and more how to follow godly wisdom. I used to be led by feelings. Now I'm led by faith. Because I love God, I trust God. It is my will to do His will. That is not the nature I was born with. That is the divine nature that God is giving me. God is renewing my mind. My old ways of thinking are being replaced. I want to be all that God has made me to be. For many years, I used to do things my way. I am now learning God's way. I always did what I thought was best. Until I learned to lean not to my own understanding. Because I have renewed thoughts, I'm changing. Because of God's grace, I'm changing for the better. Because I have new thoughts, I have new words. Every word I speak starts as a thought. To talk is to express out loud what you're thinking in your mind. Because God is renewing my mind, I talk different. My words now express my faith. Repeat this with me now. I believe God. I don't look at situations the same as I used to. Now I trust God for the outcome. Even when I don't understand how God is working it out, I know that God is working it out for my good. My faith tells me to trust God. I have learned to depend on a greater wisdom than my own. I am learning to do God's will, not my will. To do God's will requires communication. The more active my prayer life is, the more active God seems to be in my life. Even in the times I don't see God moving, I know that He is. His ways are higher than my ways, and His thoughts are higher than my thoughts. I don't pray for God to work things out the way I think they should go. That would be my understanding, but I pray for greater understanding. I don't have all wisdom, but I know who does. God leads and I follow. As I follow, I learn, and as I follow, I grow. As I follow, I think different. I'm taking on the mind of Christ. Christ gave His life so that I could have life. When love is my motivation, it always works out for my good. I will walk in my purpose on purpose today. I am plugged in and I will never disconnect from my God-given purpose. Amen. And thanks for being a part of the PIP community. You can partner with us to help others. To help and to sow, our Cash App is $plugged into purpose. $PluggedIntopurpose. Plugged into purpose. Walk in blessing and be a blessing today. Bye-bye.